50, 60, and 70. Okay. All right, so let's just double check this with our calculator. Is 60. Okay, so let's just test this again with another 3 values, 50, 50, and 50, and the average is 50. So the average function is working. So let's try it with some float values, which are basically decimal values. So I'm going to take 65.5, 80. Okay, I have to run this, sorry again. So 65.5, 80, and 90. So let's look at our calculator again. So we have 65.5, 80, and 90 divided by 3. 78.5. So our average calculator is working. So now the next part to this is we've done these 2 steps. All right. So the next step for us is to check if the average is more than or equal to 50. So let's go ahead and do that. So if average is more than equal to 50. So that's the syntax for the if. So now this condition can evaluate to either a yes or a no. So if it's a yes, we need to put it in the if block. So if the average is more than 50, then we want to print you have passed the exams. And then else takes care of whatever happens if the condition evaluates to false or no. So that means if the average is not 50 or more, then it'll have to print that it has failed the exam. So that goes to the else block. So print you have failed the exams, please retake. So this addresses our question. So let's run this and test it out. 45, 89, 65. So the average is 66. So they have passed the exams. So let's then try to do one more time with something else. So now you see it's less than 50, and hence it says you have failed the exams, please retake. Okay, so this is how you can do a basic if else structure. So this is only when you have one condition with 2 outcomes. So if you have more than 2 outcomes, or when you have to check more than 2 conditions, then you have to use the if else structure. So that gives you more options or more possibilities to handle the conditions. All right. For the if else structure, the same example, we can make it a bit more elaborate. So let's say the condition is, instead of just putting it as pass or fail, you want to tell them whether they got a distinction. Okay, so let's just add one more criteria here. So the criteria is going to be like this: less than 50 is going to remain as fail, more than equal to 50 and below 90 we're going to call it as pass, more than or equal to 90 we are going to call it as distinction. Okay, so let's say these are the conditions that we are going to have. Then in our code, you see the if is for more than or equal to 50, right? So I'm just going to rearrange this. I'm going to start in this particular order. So if the average is less than 50, then this is going to be the output. So I'm going to replace that here. Okay, less than 50. So if it is more than or equal to 50, so in this case I'm going to change this to a second condition. So if, which is basically like else if the average is So there are multiple ways to do this. You can also, I'm going to take this part now because this is a range of values which we can also compare, but this is easier. So more than or equal to 90. So if the average is more than equal to 90, then I'll say print you passed with distinction. All right. Then if I have any more conditions, I can continue with elif. Like for example, you want to give A grade or B grade or C grade, then you can do something like else if average is between, like, you know, two specific values, you can put it as A grade and so on. But for our case now, we only have a else because we only need to satisfy three conditions here. Okay, less than 50, more than equal to 90, and then anything else other than this is going to be that means between 50 to 90 is going to be pass. So this is going to fall under the else block. You have passed the exam. Okay, so let's just do a quick check. So score 1 is going to be 56, 98, 65. So you notice 73 falls in this range between 50 and 90. So it says you have passed the exam. So let's now check out for, okay. So you notice it is more than 90 and hence it says you passed with distinction. Similarly, if you have a lower end score, then it says you have failed the exam. So you notice that from the basic code where we just had a pass or fail, now we have three conditions and then you can give your answers accordingly. But imagine what happens. In this case, I know we have assumed the score is between 0 and 100, but let's say we have somebody entering values like this. Okay, I have to run the code again, 1 second. So let's say they give a bigger value. So you notice this doesn't make sense, right? Because our values are only supposed to be between 0 and 100. So you can check that in your code as well. So so here, instead of else, we can have it as elif, and then check your third condition. Average is more than equal to 50 and average is less than 90. Then print you've passed the exam. And any value which falls outside this range, then you can say print invalid scores entered. Okay, so in fact, instead of doing it here, you could just do it at the point of this input statement itself. So every time they enter a value, you can have a if statement to check if value is less than 0 or more than 100, print invalid input. So for now, I'm just going to put invalid scores entered at the end, just so we know the different usage of elif. So let's run this code. So okay, so more than or equal to 90 and average is less than or equal to 100 because we want our maximum score to be 100. So I didn't put that point earlier. So you notice that it is giving us the values even if it is more than this. So I've just fixed this using this average condition here. So when you run this code and again check it out, so you notice this time it says invalid scores entered. Okay, so this is one way to do it. So instead of printing the average at this point, we could also modify our code and it can show something like average score is, and then you can put down the average, and then it can tell whether you have passed or not. So you can check this. Let's try to include this in all the print statements. Average score is this, and then go to the new line. Again here, your average score is this, and then okay. So you notice now it says your average score is 70.6 and then you have passed the exam. So this is just formatting our print statement. Okay. So this way is how you can use if else and if else structure when you have multiple conditions to check. Now before I end this video, let me also show you how to do this invalid score right at the input point itself. Okay. So here all right, I'm gonna make the first check here. Okay, at this point I'm going to say if score 1 more than 100 or score 1 less than 0 or score 2 more than 100 or score 2 less than 0 or score 3 more than 100 or score 3 less than 0, print invalid input scores. And then maybe you can also tell them enter values between 0 and 100. Okay, so if this is okay, then else, that means if it is satisfying all of these conditions, then we will actually be doing this. So you notice now what I've done here is a nested if statement. Okay, so basically first we are checking whether our scores are all within 0 to 100. If it is not, we are directly telling them that it's not in range. Else, that means if it satisfies these conditions, it'll come to this block and then we will calculate the average like we usually do. Okay, so we can get back this to else and we can remove this because we have already checked this on the top. Okay, now let's run this code. So score 1, oh sorry, 89, 99, 67. So you notice average score and then it says you've passed the exam. Now let's try to give some invalid inputs, right? So 890, 87, 65. So you notice now it says invalid input scores, enter values between 0 and 100 because one of my values was more than 100. Similarly, let's try to enter another set of numbers. So let's say 0. Again, you notice it says invalid because my second score has a negative number. All right. So this way you can make your codes much more user friendly. You can let them know what is, why there is an error and all these things. So this is the basic if or if else structure to be used in Python. I will do more examples with if else in my other videos, but for now these are the basic codes that you can try out to get started with if else statements.